we're all aware of it, but it's not something that we come in and we talk about every day. We know every other team that we play is aware of it too. So you can't really get ahead of yourself thinking, okay, we're off to a 19-2 start. Still got a lot of games left, and that 19-2 start can go down the drain from there if you get too ahead of yourself. So we're aware of it, but we just take it day by day.
Aleighsa, this was the game last year that ultimately cost you guys the top 4 seed. What does Missouri do so well that you have to, be wary of them?
It's a different style of play. When you're dealing with 5 people who can shoot and put the ball on the floor, it causes you to have to really just woman up and play defense. It's not really a lot you can do except just, like I said, woman up. And as you can see last year, they got us with it. They kind of had their way with us, and we've been reminded of that. So we definitely have to make sure we come out. They're going to want to get this win. This is going to be a big game for them. It's a big game for us too. So we got to make sure we do what we have to do.
How tough is it on defense not only deal with someone like Kulis, who can score from anywhere, but Morgan I, who will pretty much make any 3-pointer she attempts?
It's tough because you got to pick your poison. Do you deal with Kulis driving to the basket, or do you deal with Morgan I shooting threes? We want to make sure that we can limit and take away both of them, or as much as possible, because you can't really afford to let them go off. When they see one go in, or if Morgan I gets 1-3 going, it can really ignite your whole team. So we just got to make sure that we stay between them and the basket, locate 3-point shooters at all time, and just do what we have to do on defense.
How important is it to have this game at home, considering they just got a big win over Vandy?
Oh, it's very, with, like you said, with the big win they got over Vandy, they're going to have a lot of confidence. But one thing we've always stressed all year is protecting home court. It's hard enough to get wins on the road in the SEC, especially when you have a target on your back. So protecting home court is big. You never want a team to come in on your floor and beat you. So we just got to make sure we keep our energy up. We can't get too ahead of ourselves. We had a good day at practice today. We got to make sure we have another good one tomorrow and string a couple of days together so we can go into the game with some momentum. I've had to adjust because, like you said, we have 2 big bodies, and not only that, but the transformation in Tiffany Mitchell's game. She's come back and become a go-to scorer, but it's a good transformation because with the changes that we have in our game this year, it's being successful. It's working. So when something's working, you kind of got to pick your spots. One thing that we have is a lot of versatility. You never just have one person who comes out and scores 20 a game or anything like that. We have a lot of different threats, so it's allowed a lot of people's games to just open up.
And I guess Coach Staley was saying yesterday that this will probably help you, as you move on to, having more versatility in your game.
Oh, most definitely, because, I'm not just, on the post this year. She's kind of moved me out to the 3 a little bit, just kind of picking and choosing my spots. I've been able to kind of just make myself more available on the offensive end. So it's definitely a big plus to have the 2 bigs. And like I said, everybody, 1 through 12, has came back and evolved their game. So it's definitely helped everybody in a different sense.
And I guess the other thing, it seems like you've been at your best this year when the team has kind of been struggling. You put them on your back for a minute or 2 until everybody else gets back into it. What is it about your mentality that allows you to do that?
Just as a leader of this team, I know that's what I have to do. When my team's in need or when we're struggling, I know, okay, it's time to turn it up a little bit. Like I said, every game I try to pick my spots. But, when we were down, for instance, in the Texas A&M game and the North Carolina game, I knew I had to be a little bit more aggressive, a little bit more vocal, and, just get everybody up. Like, hey, it's time to turn it on. So that's what I got to do, and I'll continue to do it for this team all year.
Lisa and Coach talked about what an efficient offensive night it was last night, and you've been all throughout the year. Is that something you've been focused on?
It's something, me personally, that I've always prided myself on is my efficiency. And, Coach Boyer brought it to my attention today how efficient of a team we are. And, I think that goes to the post and the guards. The guards being able to get the ball into the paint for the post players, attacking. We're picking and choosing. We're taking good shots. And I think that's the biggest thing is we're taking good shots. A lot of shots are in rhythm, and a lot of shots are in the paint. A lot of our points are in the paint, which allows our efficiency rating to go up. So we got to keep doing what works. It's worked for us this far. We got to continue to pound it inside and continue to do what we do that got us here in the first place.
And being an experienced player, your numbers have seemed to bump up in SEC play. Does that help you having been through it a couple times already?
Yeah, because I know what to expect. I know what the SEC is all about, so I kind of know how to maneuver my way around things. Same thing with the younger kids. I try to tell them, this is what's going to come. It's a different league, SEC and non-conference play. So, I've just kind of been able to find my way during the SEC play, and I'm going to continue to do that, and hopefully we can continue to do it as a team.